welcome to episode 105 of our Family Travel Australia series. With lockdowns catching up with us, this week we get creative with some of our best caravan cooking recipes yet. Perfect for springtime and to add a little sunshine to your days. Plus, after 2 years travelling full-time, we're sharing our thoughts on the top things you need to know before you go, including some of the tips we wish we'd known and others that we have learnt along the way. Be sure to subscribe and join us for all of the adventure. We have just ticked off 2 years full-time travel around Australia, and to celebrate, we are giving away
the ultimate Feel Good prize pack, valued over $6,000.
Woohoo! The prize includes a $2,500 motorhome holiday thanks to our great mates at Apollo, plus your choice of $2,000 worth of the best four-wheel drive accessories and equipment thanks to our friends at MSA 4x4.
And to capture all of your amazing adventures, we're throwing in the latest, greatest GoPro 9 Plus accessories and a swag of other must-have caravan and camping products, including a ground dogs awning anchor kit, a flat-out water hose kit, Tidy Turf mats pack, and a freshly squeezed Waterco drinking filter. Everything you need to keep you feeling good on the road.
Yes, this truly is the ultimate feel-good prize pack. Okay, now 2 super easy steps to enter. Number 1, make sure you have subscribed to our YouTube channel and click that little bell for notifications on when our episodes go live.
And 2, enter your details on the competition page at our website. All the W's, thefeelgoodfamily.com.au. It's that easy.
You've got to be in it to win it.
Good luck! Happy birthday, Daddy!
Happy birthday!
And it good. Actually, it feels more like a birthday than ever because our lockdown was lifted yesterday afternoon here in Darwin. Restrictions have eased. We've still got our trusty masks, of course, which is important. So doing the right thing, but we feel pretty fortunate, to be honest. You know, the sun is shining. It's a 3-day lockdown, thankfully, and we know what being stuck in lockdown is like. That was our first experience last year of lockdown with 4 and a bit months there in Tassie in 17 square metres. It tested our relationship.
It tested a lot of things.
And we were scared too because we didn't know what was going on, you know, back there in March. And so, you know, a bit better prepared, but feeling very, very fortunate to be out of it. And we are thinking of you, and just know that the sun will shine at some point. So hang in there, stay positive.
Yeah, sending you all of our feel-good vibes.
Yes.
So it is going to be a bit of a different episode.
Yes.
We've been grounded, haven't been able to get out and travel, but what's been really good is it's given us a good opportunity to do some other awesome stuff. So it's jam-packed with feel-good content, some delicious recipes.
Yummo.
We've also had the opportunity to declutter the van, which totally needed it. Well, yes, so
Look,
we're in the process of it. Okay.
What's really cool is we're driving along there at Howard Springs and we saw this big banner that just seemed to appear, and it said, "The Territory Way, get your caravan weighed, know your legal weights, where are you at?" And so we did a bit of looking into this. It is going to happen in the next couple of weeks, so there is an awesome segment coming up in an upcoming episode. The cool thing is that this business is connected to Weight Check back in southeast Queensland there with Dave and his team, an awesome guy that we worked with the last 2 caravan super shows, and he and his team were also guest speakers at both those caravan shows. So we got to know those guys and said, we've got to get this done, but we're traveling, you know, and now they're here in the Northern Territory. Ripper.
Yeah, awesome.
Scary.
I know, I was just going to say to you, it's really exciting and scary at the same time, but will be really great to know where we're at. So we are taking the opportunity to lighten the load a little bit.
Trying to make ourselves feel better about, you know, potentially being on the border of the weight.
Oh, look, it's that constant ebb and flow, though, too, of things that come into the van and then you realise you either, one, didn't need it in the first place, don't necessarily use it, it's not serving its purpose, or it's done with its purpose. We love to be able to collect up, you know, the quality stuff and be able to give those back. So take them to an op shop or a thrift shop so that somebody else can make use of them.
I think in a lot of ways, in this caravanning industry, camping industry, you pay for what you get.
Yeah.
So, yeah, sometimes it's better to pay a little bit more and have something that's got a lifetime warranty or is going to last a lifetime, outlive the van at least, other than paying for something a few times. So they say that's a poor man's ways to pay for something more than once.
Yeah, for sure.
A really cool thing that happened for us actually on our way to Tassie was another family had just been, and we caught up with them just outside of Sydney, and they said, hey, there's two seasons in Tassie, February and winter.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, we're only going for 7 weeks, February, March. They said, no, you will need warm stuff. We went, we don't have anything. They said, either did we. We went to the op shop as soon as we got off the boat, the ship, I should say, Spirit of Tassie, and then we gave it all back at the end. So that's exactly what we did.
Oh, it was the best thing ever.
It was awesome. You know, we ended up with, you know, a handful of $10 jackets and jumpers and used them, loved them, and then gave them back. Recycle, reuse, repurpose.
And they were all really quality stuff too. I mean, everybody in Tassie wears Kathmandu, so we've picked up some really great stuff.
The Tassie uniform, Kathmandu.
Exactly. And then we're able to donate it back. So I do love that. Even, you know, things like, particularly with Jasper's clothes, when he's growing so quickly in and out of things, toys and books that we go through those cycles with, it's an awesome way to do that, lighten your load. The other thing that we're going to do, there's always one more thing. We picked up a heap of winter stuff before we started our Explorers Way road trip from Adelaide up here to Darwin, knowing that it was going to be really cold in the Red Centre. So we picked up, when we went back to Brisbane for the expo, our Ugg boots, dressing gowns, winter PJs, our big thick winter doona, all the things, beanies, everything, you name it, to keep us warm, and they definitely serve their purpose. But now they're kind of just hanging around, taking up space in the van. And I mean, it all adds up, right? So the weight all adds up. So we're actually going to, for the first time ever, ship something back to my folks' place in southeast Queensland. Send that all back because it's good stuff. We don't want to get rid of it. We just don't need it for another 12 months.
That's right. And being on the road, we get asked about postage services.
Oh gosh,
it is efficient, and you can basically get anything posted to anywhere.
Yeah, you're so right, Paul. We get this question a lot, like, how do we receive mail? And we receive a lot of mail and parcels on the road. Australia Post is awesome. You can basically jump online, set yourself up with a My Post account, and then you can pretty well find either a post office or a parcel locker, which we've just started to try out as well, anywhere around Australia, and have your parcels sent there. And like you said, quick, efficient. The parcel lockers are pretty nifty. You just scan your barcode on your confirmation and it opens the little parcel locker. So we've never had any issues, and we've been to pretty remote places and received mail as well.
And it's important to make sure you're getting the coffee you like delivered somewhere.
Well, that's true. Another good tip is with the non-parcel stuff.
One last thing,
always. With the non-parcel stuff, you know, your general mail, switch it online. Get as much sent digitally as you can on email.
Good tip.
Better for the environment, so much better for your space. You don't have to worry about getting all of that sort of stuff posted. Anyway, that's it. I'll stop talking.
All right, I think it's time to
Dad's birthday.
get on with the partying.
What do you reckon, Jasper?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, mate.
Happy birthday, dear Daddy. Happy birthday to you.
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Woohoo!
Hooray!
This is your birthday song.
It isn't very long.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Happy
love
birthday,
you
Daddy.
guys.
We
Thank
love
you. All right, 21. So good. What an age.
has sprung, and who doesn't love this time of year? The sun is shining, the temperature is warming up. We've been really inspired staying up here in Darwin in the tropics by all of the beautiful tropical fruit and fresh produce on offer, and we've been playing with some new recipes that we're excited to share with you today. They not only taste good but are really healthy, and I certainly know with my boys, if I am feeding them good, nutritious, feel-good food, then we are all feeling really good and are much better people, especially living in such a small space in the caravan. So we have 3 recipes to share with you today. A beautiful way to kickstart your day and lift your mood. A spring salad that Paul is going to help me cook on the Weber, and a naughty but nice spritzer that is going to keep you feeling really good. So first up, Jasper, what recipe are we making?
We are making a super duper sunshine smoothie.
Yum! Okay, Jasper, what ingredients are we popping in?
We are popping in banana, chia seeds, cacao powder, and drum roll please, pineapple and coconut water.
So really easy, only a handful of ingredients. Let's do it. Let's make this smoothie.
Like that.
All right, the first step is to pop in your fruit. Put our pineapple in there. Now you can use fresh fruit like we are, or you can use frozen fruit as well. A good tip is to cut up your pineapple into chunks, pop it in the freezer so you've got them ready to go. And if you can't buy a fresh pineapple, we love picking up bags of frozen fruit as a great alternative from the supermarket as well. And they have an array of different fruits from berries to mangoes. Yum.
Yum.
Perfect. Okay, now we're going to pop our banana in at the same time.
Yep. Okay, I can't wait to say bombs away.
Break it in half. There you go.
Bombs away!
Perfect. And now some coconut water.
Yum.
Now this is 100% pure coconut water we've just picked up from Woolies. We're really loving this coconut
Not
water,
too much.
either in our smoothie or just as a standalone drink. And it's like a quarter of the price of some of the more expensive brands of coconut water. Okay, some chia seeds, a couple of teaspoons of chia seeds. These are packed with protein. Let me get that in there. Good job. Will we do one more little one?
Yeah, sure.
Get him in there.
Okay.
And so good for you. And they also help to thicken up your smoothie as well. Okay, so lid on. Now we're just doing this in our little mini NutriBullet today. It doesn't take up very much room in the van. It's pretty lightweight and it's awesome for blitzing up things like smoothies. Ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Okay, it really is as simple as that. Now we are going to sprinkle a little bit of our cacao powder into our glasses once we've poured our smoothie. But if you love that real chocolatey flavour, you could add it in prior to blending. Another great tip is using a protein powder as well as an alternative. All right, are you ready? I am so ready. Let's do it.
All right.
Ooh, look at that. One for Dad, cameraman. And a nice little addition is to add a chunk of pineapple garnish.
Me too?
Oh yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Feel goods.
Cheers.
I think you need a straw.
Cheers.
Yeah, that is good.
Cheers, everyone. Come on, Dad.
Yeah.
Yummo.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers, cheers,
Cheers to
everyone.
feeling good.
Delicious.
Delicious.
Great job, you two.
Love you.
Cheers. Here we go.
How good is this? Recruited the cameraman to help put together our beautiful springtime
Makes me feel like a
panzanella.
professional when I just throw it over my shoulder.
You look like one too, Doug. Okay, with grilled halloumi, lots of delicious healthy greens, and we candied some walnuts earlier.
Sound American when you say candy.
Candied some walnuts for a healthy, sweet crunch to our salad.
Yummo, you're going to love this. I'm going to quickly jump back to Christmas. Peach panzanella on the Weber.
Yes!
Taste of summer, absolutely one of my favourite Weber recipes.
Yep.
I'll drop a link below. Check that out.
Yeah, yum.
Yum.
So good. Okay, all right, let's do it. So, your job,
Yeah.
first job. Drizzle some olive oil, beautiful garlic infused olive oil we got.
Rich Glen Estate. Yarrawonga down there in Victoria.
Yep.
Yes, hello to Roz and family, running a family business, doing an incredible job. Their produce and their products are amazing.
Yeah,
We have to give them
definitely.
a shout out. This is from her.
Yeah, you should put the link in actually to our visit to Rich Glen. It is fantastic family
Beautiful
farm.
visit.
So good. Beautiful. Okay,
Dee-dee-dee-dee.
so you're going to grill that on the Weber, get that really nice
To get this little bit of a switch
grill flavour and
Switcheroo.
crunch to the sourdough.
Right.
I've started to build out our greens. Now you can use any greens that you want in this recipe to really make it your own. We are using baby spinach and rocket, and Paul also picked up, what are these? Are these pea shoots?
Shoots or sprouts. There wasn't any watercress basically.
Yeah, they look
So-
delicious.
But they looked good. Yeah, that's what I thought. Actually, you know what, this will be
And I'm
sweet.
just putting this all together on our platter board. Which is going to look so yummy. Okay, in the meantime, I have also blanched snow peas and sugar snap peas. So just pop them into boiling water for, gosh, no more than a minute probably, and then under some cool water. And that just really brings out that beautiful green colour and crispness. So I'm going to add those to our board as well.
The other thing too on the Weber, it's literally just under a medium heat, probably for about 10 minutes. Any hotter and you'll be smelling burnt bread before you know it.
Oh, we don't want that.
Yeah, so just under half is perfect.
Awesome. Now you could also add other beans to this. Broad beans even would be great. Do you know what else would be really nice is the edamame.
Oh,
The peas would be amazing to add to this sort of salad.
Do you know what? You can use a basic olive oil as well, a good Australian brand, of course,
Yep.
but we just love our garlic, so
Yeah, yum.
yeah,
So
keeps the
good.
vampires away.
Well, it also saves cutting up a garlic clove for the dressing as well. Okay, speaking of which, so super easy with the dressing. 3 ingredients, a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of white wine vinegar, and some Dijon mustard, and that's it for the dressing.
Simple.
So good. So I'm going to whip that together now, and then you can grill the halloumi for me, Paul,
Let's
as well.
do it. If you're wondering where Jasper is, he, as kids always do, doesn't matter whether you're free camping or in a van park or in a a hip camp like this property here, as soon as other kids show up, it's like they all have this little internal
Radar.
yeah, beep, 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 other kids.
Yeah.
You know, we always get asked, is Jasper's, social connectivity still okay? You know, he's not in school yet, but would kids in school miss that? Not at all. They tell you what, they find each other and they thrive, so it's all good.
Yeah, he meets some
I'll be
fantastic kids on the road. So he's somewhere playing. And we're being adults, which is awesome.
This is so nice. I'm always very careful with oil or spray over the Weber, and that is because I lost my eyebrows in, I think, episode 2 or 3, season 1, where I thought, oh yeah, I'll just spray that. And it was,
Oh my gosh, what were you doing? I can't remember that.
Oh, it was my first salmon attempt.
Ah.
And anyway, you only make that mistake once, to be honest.
Well, you've perfected it since though.
I have perfected the salmon, yeah. My better meal. All right, here we go. With the halloumi as well, I only colour one side. I saw it in a restaurant once, and I thought, oh yeah, that actually looks really good. Who knows if it's right, but I thought it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, yum.
Yeah, you can really see the golden colour on one side then. Get a nice shot of that actually. Our beautiful food.
I'm going to taste test that.
How's it going over there?
Oh yeah, that's good. Yum. Delicious actually. Love Dijon mustard. So good.
Me too.
Okay, so how easy is that? So once our sourdough and our halloumi are
Look at
ready.
Perfect.
So good. Smells amazing too.
It is, it's because of the garlic.
So good.
Right, get that
We are
off.
just going to literally keep piling on top of this board.
So you can see
Then we'll
it.
add our candied walnuts on top. What I might do is just dress half of it. Jasper is still at only 4, not really keen yet on dressings and sauces. He'll tell you he's not a saucy boy.
He's
So-
carrying on. He's carrying on just
Give
slightly.
him time, give him time. So I'll leave a little bit undressed for him. We'll dress half of it for us. And we'll be good to go. Now, you picked up some fresh prawns to add as a topper
Yeah.
to the salad as well. So we'll grab those out of the fridge before
I
we
think
sit
that's
down.
it. If you can get some other fresh protein to add to this, go for it. And prawns, absolutely beautiful.
Do you know what else would be really good? Smoked salmon.
Yeah. Yep, that would be good too.
Yeah, yum. I think this is going to be a recipe that we try a few variations of and keep adding to it. Actually, on that, all of our recipes you can find on our website, all the W's, thefeelgoodfamily.com.au. However, if you do subscribe to our website by popping your name and email address into the pop-up box that comes up when you first log on, we will deliver all of this good stuff straight to your inbox in our monthly e-newsletter.
I'll do half and half. Half fully golden and half and half. How about that?
Okay.
Awesome.
Making it up as we go along. I love it.
That's pretty well our lives,
Yeah.
isn't it?
So Paulie's going to pop the halloumi on as we continue to build up our salad. Oh, so good. Oh my gosh, my tummy's rumbling.
This is one of those foods that is true about a moment on the lips and a lifetime on the hips.
Oh, well, for some.
That is so true. So good.
Love halloumi.
I don't think it's that good for you actually. Delicious.
Look, you've got to have a little bit of naughty in amongst all of the nice to keep you happy and
Yeah.
on track.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything in moderation. We say. Yeah, they're really good. With the candied walnuts too.
Oh,
They're
they
still
are
a little
great.
bit sticky at the moment, but they
So
do
good.
dry out and they make really great little snacks as well. How good are walnuts?
All right. I'm going to call our child back.
Yeah, perfect.
Get him over here. Get this feast happening.
We'll sit down and try our salad. Awesome.
I love you, Mum.
Living this full-time lifestyle, the majority of the people that we meet are either retired or on holidays, and that means everybody is up for a 5 o'clock beverage, which is awesome. I mean, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? However, it is hard to say no. I think actually Paul is a little bit worse than I am at being able to control himself and not drink during the week. But something that I like to do, which makes me feel a little bit better if I am having a midweek drink, and also helps dilute the alcohol down because I am a little bit of a lightweight, is a spritz. And so I'm going to do a super quick, super easy drink today that you are absolutely going to love. It is the taste of spring. With only 3 ingredients, you can't get any easier than this. And what's great is you can use your white wine of choice. So the first thing I'm going to do is add in ice. I love my white wine really, really cold. You can take or leave this depending on what you like. Okay, now next you're going to add your wine. Now traditionally a spritz is a 70-30 dilution. I like to do mine about 50-50, again keeping my alcohol content lower, but you can totally do this to taste as well. We love choosing organic or preservative-free wine wherever we can. This is one of our favorites, Tamburlaine. Check them out if you are looking for something that is in an organic range. And lastly, sparkling or soda water. Now we carry our soda stream with us in the van, and this is one of the things that I absolutely could not get rid of. We use it every single day. We love our sparkling water, especially flavored with our essential oils, and it saves us money, and it's also much better for the environment because we're not buying those single-use soda water bottles as well. So add this in. Oh, love that. Okay, now what makes this spritz so delicious is the secret ingredient, our beautiful doTERRA wild orange essential oil. This is sunshine in a bottle, and not only does it smell divine, it tastes great too. And 1 or 2 drops is all you need. Give it a little stir. Doesn't get any easier than that. Righto, cameraman.
Cheers.
Cheers. The taste of spring.
Cheers.
Full time, we have been celebrating the last couple of weeks and really reminiscing, looking back over some of the footage from our 2 years on the road, especially after putting together the last 2 episodes that featured our top experiences and destinations.
So
Hasn't that been awesome?
It is. Looking at Jasper and how little he was, still with his famous little chirp.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone.
Yes.
I love it.
Seeing him grow up, and what it's made us realise is that it goes so quick, in the absolute blink of an eye.
Yeah, when you think that we planned for 2 years and then we've been on the road 2 years, that's 4 years, boom.
It's crazy.
It's hard to believe.
Yeah, it does only feel like yesterday when we were going through the process of preparing and figuring out how to live this lifestyle and what it would look like. And that's inspired us. We wanted to share with you some information that we think will be really helpful. Some of the things you need to know before you go, whether you are planning or dreaming, or, you know, there is just this little thought in the back of your head that maybe one day you want to do some form of travel.
Yeah, I think these particular points will help you whether you're already on the road or whether this is still a dream in its infancy, because they're things that we in part wish we knew before we went, things that we've learnt from our mistakes or just through our experience on the road, things that we've learnt from other people's mistakes, which is the best way to learn. But they are all things that are going to add value. So, yeah, here we go.
Awesome. What I think we should do first, though, is a quick backstory. For those of you who are new to our channel, thank you so much for joining us here.
Hi.
Let's bring you up to speed, a quick snapshot of that 2-year planning process and the 2 years to get us here.
Okay, so I have made notes because otherwise we'll be here for an hour. I'm going to do this, start the stopwatch. Here we go. backstory. Katie and I met each other at Australia's Zoo, and we fell in love while she was wearing khaki, which is a difficult colour to fall in love with. Wasn't really even in my notes. Katie was actually the executive assistant to Steve and Terry Irwin, and I was performing in a TV show and live performing with Bindi Irwin and Steve when he was still around, in some of our best years. All right, from there we travelled and worked in different parts of the world, and then we decided that we wanted to start a family. So we moved to the Gold Coast, which was my original growing up's hometown, and we commenced that journey into becoming a family. But then 4 years later, 6 rounds of IVF, no real answers. We were like a lot of couples out there really just struggling through that process of trying to create our little miracle, and eventually Jasper came into our lives.
Yes, best thing ever.
Amazing. Once he was here, though, I was working in a state management position, which just meant not hard work, just long hours. And I was missing out on the very thing that we created, which was family and family time.
Yeah.
And I said to Kate, this is crazy. There has to be a better way.
Yeah, we got to that point where something had to give.
Exactly. There was that moment where we just went, righto. We're actually on a week leave, and we're in the car doing a road trip, and Katie said, okay, if you could do anything, what would you do? And I said, I'd pack us up and travel Australia. And she said, righto, let's do it. Okay, so it didn't just happen like that then. Obviously, we drove straight to Officeworks. We bought the biggest whiteboard we could. We chucked our goal and our plan up there, reverse engineered a 2-year plan because we didn't have any money in the bank. We didn't even have a home.
No, we had a lot of debt.
We had a lot of debt. And so we went, right, what are we going to do? And so we then commenced this plan that included stop spending, the best thing we did.
Yeah.
We didn't need the stuff we thought we needed. We read Scott Pape's book, Barefoot Investor.
Yeah.
Not financial advisors, but that worked for us.
Yeah, it really got us saving.
Yep. We then went to a caravan show.
Yes.
We bought our van. We then went to Toyota and bought our Hilux. Amazing. And then we kept watching one particular family. They're called Keep Your Daydream. People ask us this all the time. What inspired us? Who did we watch? We watched them. We binge watched them.
They're awesome. If you're
They are.
keen to check out a family travelling in the US, we love them, love their style of content, and they did. They kept our fires burning.
Yeah, and for us it wasn't about working out where we were going to go. We just wanted to be inspired through travel content, so that's why we went there.
Knowing that we could do it too. There's other people out
That's
there
good.
doing it, we could do it too.
Okay, Katie started an online business, and very fortunately for us, that was around products that had made a huge impact on our life, particularly through our IVF journey, and were life-changing in our view. And so being able to then turn that into an online business and share that with others was a no-brainer, and
we love it.
we're
And
so thankful. Yep.
well, it keeps us fed and fueled today too on the road, which is great. We can talk some more about that.
Okay, we finally got the courage to roll the van out of the driveway after doing a towing course, and which we recommend. And we headed north and then decided we're going to go and do Tassie. We got to Tassie and COVID hit the world, and we were stuck in Tassie for 4 months or thereabouts. So that was quite interesting. We then came back up through into Queensland. We could make a run for it. I broke my ankle twice.
Twice. Yeah.
Katie had learnt how to do the towing for a little while there,
Thankfully.
which was great. And then we decided, okay, now let's tackle this lap, the dream lap of Oz. We got as far as Adelaide and then had an opportunity to catch up with some really dear friends, and we decided to come straight up the middle. We've done that over the last 6-7 weeks, and we're now here in Darwin.
Okay.
Up to
I think
speed.
that brings you up to speed. So that's 2 years in 1 minute.
Yeah, 2.
I think what's really important here, and I guess the point we're trying to make, is that we were just an ordinary family. We had no experience in this kind of lifestyle. We weren't campers. We didn't know what we were doing. We had our fair share of challenges,
Yeah, gosh, absolutely.
and we had to work hard to get where we are now. And what's awesome is that if we can do it, you can do it too. And that's
Absolutely.
the inspiration that we took when we were binge watching that content.
Yeah.
It is so doable, and we want to share with you some tools, some things to think about that are going to help you on your journey.
Yeah, and keep you positive too, especially if you're in a lockdown. I mean, God, it's hard to keep that mindset up. So
Yeah. But what a great time to be planning.
yeah,
And putting that energy and that
glass half full
focus.
all the time.
Yeah.
Love it. All right, here we go. The 5 things you need to know before you go. Number 1, absolutely, the number 1 thing, you don't need it all.
Now, wouldn't it have been good if somebody had told us this when we were planning?
Yeah, I really wish we'd taken this on board early.
Yeah. What we're trying to say here is that you don't need the brand new rig, the brand new tow vehicle, the brand new accessories. You don't need it all to get started. And time after time, we see this where people are so confused and so caught up in, oh, but I need that and we're going to need one of those and that means I need to save longer for that. You really don't. Something that we have found after learning this the hard way is that you'll find your style when you're on the road. And there'll be things that you thought you needed or that things that you invested your money in before you left that one you don't need or that don't suit your style of travel either. I guess our point is don't use those things as an excuse to keep delaying your plan.
Yeah.
Get what you can and get out there.
And whichever vehicle or setup you choose, you can be guaranteed there's not going to be a lot of space. So you don't need the stuff. So stop buying it.
Yeah, that is true. But you don't need it all, and you don't need it all before you go.
Okay, number 2, you're not going to miss out.
No, okay, now this is a really relevant point and a question that we have received a lot over the last 6 or so months.
Yeah.
With COVID meaning international travel is at a standstill, there are so many people out on the road, and we think this is the best positive of COVID, is that people are out exploring Australia, and many for the first time, right? We were overseas travellers. We loved going overseas for those culture experiences and to immerse ourselves in different environments. This place has it all. So with that means it's busy. There are a lot more people on the road out here enjoying Australia.
I think what's a good point here is to, don't trust everything you read on the internet, but particularly in some of those apps, we were heading out to Uluru and we scrolled through and there was all these comments, leave your van at Curtin Springs because there's no room, it's fully booked, and you try and ring and no one answers, and it was fully booked and no one answered the phone at Uluru, at Ayers Rock Resort. But we got out there and they had the largest overflow for vans that you've ever seen. It was only $30 a van per night. Kids could kick a footy, you could have a fire. We loved it. It was one of the best places that we have stayed and camped, and we are so glad that we didn't believe all the hype.
Yeah, I think that's it. There is a lot of talk at the moment about how busy it is and how hard it is to get into places. And look, that may be some people's experience, but it certainly hasn't been ours. We would say that you do need to perhaps be a little more planned if there is somewhere that you definitely want to be at a particular time. Or, for example, like Edith Falls, where they don't take bookings, you do need to be planned and prepared for those instances.
The early bird gets the worm, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But there is no lack. There is plenty for everyone. There are thousands of campsites available. And the more people out here means more opportunity to meet like-minded people who are out making memories with their families as well. And we love that.
It has been so great for us as a travelling family, having Jasper being able to absolutely run himself to sleep, with all of these other kids. So that has been a blessing.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Number 3, work abounds. Work opportunities galore.
Yes, and again, this is another really topical question that we have been getting from people lately is, I really want to do this, but I don't know how financially we can do this.
Yeah.
And again, there are so many different models and there's no right or wrong in how you do it. We didn't have a property to sell. We had lots of debt. We had to save and, do that for a long period of time to get ourselves to this point. But what we found in our 2 years travelling the road is that there is so much work out there for everybody, whether you have a trade or a skill that you can transfer onto the road, whether you can take your work online, and
Yep.
let's face it, so much of the world has gone online in the
Perfect.
last 18 months, or even if you don't feel like your particular skill or career is able to transfer, there are so many people out there looking for genuine, hard-working people.
Yeah.
There are jobs everywhere.
There truly is. A really great example is with my brother Jeff, who is on the road travelling around. He spent, gosh, the best part of 15 years being a top dog entertainment director and producer for Royal Caribbean, travelling all over the world. Look, that side of life is almost gone,
Yep.
you know. And so he was like, right, I'm going to take some time out and travel around Oz. And he got himself a VW van. And he is still using some of those skill sets so now, because every few months he's finding that he's getting jobs even running bars and running, you know, floor managing restaurants and using that interpersonal skills that he is just abundant with,
Yep.
still getting to meet people, having fun, dancing around the tables, you know, and doing all of that, and then getting to travel again for a few months. So
Yep.
there is so many different ways you can do this.
Yeah, there really is. And I think all you need is that willingness, you know, that desire to get out there and travel, and that willingness
Yeah.
to either try something new or to put your skills to work. But there is plenty of work.
Okay, number 4, travel on your terms. We love
love
this,
this.
and this is something that we got from Keep Your Daydream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is the best part about this RV lifestyle, whether you are looking to go full-time like we have, or whether you are just planning a 6-month trip or school holidays. You get to do it how you want to do it.
Choose your own adventure.
Absolutely. And it really is the best part of it. You can make it all about you and your family and the kind of travellers that you are.
I think that's great. So, for instance, Camps is a book that and an app that has over 10,000 free campsites.
Yeah.
You can literally free camp your way around Australia for the next 30 years and not go to all of them.
Oh,
It's phenomenal.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And the abundance of caravan parks, you know,
Yeah.
so depending on what style of traveller you are, the options are unlimited.
Yeah, I think that's it. It's your life, your way,
Yes,
isn't it?
it's awesome.
Yeah. All right, here you go. Number 5, the last one, and something that has absolutely surprised us and blown us away is community. Yeah.
This honestly is the best part about this lifestyle. And interestingly, we have met a lot of other travellers very recently who have been on the road for quite some time, and they all say the same thing. The destinations are going to continue to blow you away. I mean, this country is incredible, and we say it everywhere we go. This place is amazing. But
Yep.
what happens after a little while when you travel is that whilst the destinations are still amazing and inspiring, it's the people that really make the impact and the difference in your experience.
That's so true. I mean, we were doing the lap around, and the reason why we cut back up through the centre was because of people.
Yeah.
Because we knew we had an opportunity to catch up with some dear friends, the people that took us in as strangers in Tasmania and looked after us for that 4 months during COVID.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it does become about sharing those locations or sharing those experiences with people that you love.
Yes, and the country is full of amazing characters,
Yeah.
and there are so
That's
many
true.
amazing characters out there travelling as well. We have a top drawer full of cards of details from people that we have met on the road and shared a campfire with, or a meal or a drink. And it's just, the community is fantastic.
And if any of those people have a property or a brother or sister that's got a property, hey, just let us know when you're up in Broome. You can stay on our property, or if you ever need a place in the sunny coast. I mean, these are people that you hardly know, but they're open-minded, open-hearted, and willing to just add value. And that was how we came into this, was, you know, can we add value? And the community is all about that. Would you like to lend a tool? Would you like some advice? Can I tell you about this amazing campsite or this waterfall that you must see?
Yep.
It is all about sharing and adding value. We just love that.
It is honestly the best part.
Okay, We really now just going to wrap this up. For parents, it really is, again, back to that keep your daydream quote of you only get 18 summers with your kids.
It's really full on
Yeah.
when you think about it. And being able to maximise that time. And something else that we heard recently from another parent was, you know, while my kids are still this little and they want to spend all of their time with us right now, that's what we want to be doing, because soon enough they're going to grow up and they're not going to want to do that anymore.
And I think the more time that you can spend really sharing experiences and growing and learning together, when they are older and they have left home, they're still going to want to connect with you.
Yeah.
You know, because those memories are lifelong and lasting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, makes me emotional thinking about it.
Doesn't it? All right. The other, last thing we want to say is you don't need to see the whole staircase. Just take that first step.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is honestly so true, because once you take that first step, then you're going to take the next one and the next one. And then all of a sudden you are going to be 2 years in.
Yeah.
You know, it goes so quickly. Don't leave that dream, whatever it is, whatever you are dreaming about, don't leave that dream without taking some action towards its attainment.
Perfect. And I think that really is it. It comes down to excuse versus action.
Yeah.
You know, just even if it's the tiniest little thing, just make a start and make it happen.
Yes, if we can do it, you can too.
Okay, that's us. Our 5 things that you need to know before you go. We will be back to our normal travelling sessions next week, I
Yes.
believe. Unreal. We are heading to Kakadu National Park.
I'm so excited about this.
It will be, I think, a completely dedicated episode to Kakadu. It looks incredible. We can't wait to share that with you. But for now, dream big and look after yourself and look after your family.
And happy trails.
Thanks for watching. Please do like, subscribe and share our channel. And if you'd like more information on full-time RV travel and living, visit our website, thefeelgoodfamily.com.au. There you'll find loads of free resources, our weekly podcast, caravan cooking recipes, our monthly Go RV magazine articles and much more. We look forward to seeing you next week. Take care of yourself and your family and happy trails.
So up first, we have Mummy Girin.
Thanks, babe.
Take it away.
Okay, all right. Just be normal. Got it now, guys. I got it.
Try
love
to
you.
remember.
I will.
Try to remember.
Thank you.
Okay,
Try
big
to
smiles. Here we go.
remember. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spring has sprung. We absolutely love this time of year.
Cheers, cheers.
Okay.
Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Yes.
Hi.
Oh, that was awkward. Let's try it again.
Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Okay, all right.
Okay, here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh. This is going well.
Come here.
So much goodness with our greens and some candied walnuts for a little bit of sweet crunch. Okay, so
Okay, it's like having Jasper again, isn't it?
the first
Isn't she the best? Love you. Cheers. Here we go.
cheers.